Okay, so this is going to be a review for chapter 1064, One Piece. Obviously, this video is going to have spoilers, so you have to not read the chapter first, and then you can come back. Yeah, and obviously, I want to start with in the beginning of this chapter, and this is the continuing battle between Law and Blackbeard. And what I really like the scene is when Blackbeard flying on the Pegasus and Law cut the horse in two, and Black said, "Oh, he have awakening devil fruit," and obviously it's always essentially before Kusan is confirmed a member of the Blackbeard pirates, and they have captured Pudding because Pudding can read poneglyphs. And the reason why Blackbeard are after Law is because Law have one of the poneglyphs, and because Blackbeard want to find One Piece to be the pirate king. And this kind of thing. One thing that I'm very uncertain about is that Law called Blackbeard a devil fruit. Maybe I read it wrong, but it looks like the only thing I don't, that is the thing I don't understand. If Law means that Blackbeard is literally a devil fruit, or do he mean something else behind it, that he's some kind of devil fruit? Because accessories to change something, I don't know. Anyways, I mean, we have to move on because yeah. So then Law before that, Law stabs Blackbeard in the stomach, and then Ogre teleports him back and asks him, Captain, should we go back to the ship? And obviously Blackbeard said, nonsense. And they come back to the island. And so it looks like that Ogre can hold people in the air before he like almost like in a specific room to teleport them back, and this kind of thing. And then we see it looks like that Law has two members of his crew that are fishmen, or some kind of fishmen. This looks like one of the guys. I don't remember the names because they have very specific names. One of the guy is some kind of like a dolphin, because I have like a shark hat on him. So when he jumps in the water, and after Law cut the horse, he shoots some kind of water attack, similar to Jinbei do, controlling water as abilities. And then to attack, and then we see obviously Doc Q throwing his classical apple bombs. And so it's very cool to see how much teamwork is between the Law and the Blackbeard Pirates. That is very new to see this kind of teamwork, and how Law say to one and the other one, okay, I'm on it, and all this kind of thing. So I think that is the absolute best part of the chapter, is the battle between the Law pirates and the Blackbeard pirates is the best part, absolutely. And the one thing that I really don't, I hope that I don't really like, is when they talk with Pudding, and Pudding say, you're gonna pay, Big Mom gonna make you pay for what you say, because she is a daughter of Big Mom, and she say, obviously because she can see into the future, she say that Big Mom is still alive. And one thing that confirms it too is that when the names say Big Mom Pirate, they don't say ex member of the Big Mom Pirates, because if somebody is dead in One Piece, they say X. What I mean with that is that, for example, when you talk about, for example, Marco, they don't say Marco Whitebeard Pirates. They say formal member of the Whitebeard before, because Viper pirates don't exist anymore. And that should be the same thing for if the captain, actually the Yonko Big Man is dead, and obviously because it's One Piece, nobody really dies beside um, the Jaguar guy. So I don't know. I because that is also a chance again for Blackbeard to get Big Monster Ever Fruit. That I always say that Big Monster Ever Fruit is probably the best ever fruit Blackbeard. One of the best ever fruit Blackbeard can have, because it works much better for him to have that ever fruit than, I think, in some ways, than Bangkok's ever fruit. So that is a possibility that Blackbeard will take Big Mom's ever fruit. I don't know, but it looks like Big Mom is still alive, and maybe, I don't know when we will see her again. Yeah. Anyway, so then we come to the Straw Hat Pirates, and they are in Punk. They are in Vegapunk's lab, and the group is split up. So Monkey Luffy, Chopper, Jinbei, and then we have Jewelry Bonnie, and in one group. The other one is Frankie, Sanji, Nami, Nico Robin. Yeah, I don't know where Zoro are for now. Well, anyway, so they are there, and yeah. So they go around, and obviously the two big interesting things here are that they talk about Yuri Bonnie's father, that is Akuma, and the Jinbe say, "I'm sorry, but my picture of your father, Akuma, was that he was obviously a tyrannical king, that he was a very horrific king to his people, and obviously and they talk about modification, body modification, like with the cyborg, and obviously Yulban said he was not a tyrant. That obviously with all this kind of thing with revolutionary army, that he worked for them, and he was like, before he was a revolutionary, he was a warlord for the world government. So that part, and the final part, we see that the true Vegapunk. We should always have known that. First of all, like Vegapunk are is Death Punk. If you look, obviously Vegapunk, Death Punk, obviously, and Death Punk is a very famous electronic musician. So obviously, she always have known that before. It's like, obviously, because Oda is probably a big fan of Daft Punk. Obviously, so that is the name it was based on. The only difference is changed from Daft Punk to Vegapunk, and this kind of thing. And Vegapunk talk, they say, oh, they're gonna be soon dead, anyways. So and Vegapunk talks with and say, who are, he always mean Monkey Luffy. How are Monkey Luffy and Dragon connected? Obviously, we as the reader knows that they are father and son. Maybe they are not. Maybe they are, but that's how we know so far they are. But we don't know. He say how they are related. One thing I wonder, do he mean Monkey Luffy? His son, as a dragon's son, or do he mean some other person? I'm a bit uncertain, unsure there about that. yeah. So anyways, yeah. So there was it's a very good chapter. I really like. I really just hope for the next chapter that we will meet the other members of the Blackbeard Pirates to know more about their devil fruits and all this kind of thing. So yeah, so it looks like there's not gonna be any breaks. So next probably gonna be next episode, next chapter be next week. And so that is the I think that is the big thing to know is that we see Vegapunk. We know in so we know that obviously now it's confirmed that Kusan is an official member that many people have speculated about, but also now it's confirmed. It's on the picture, and he is a member. And then obviously we see Vegapunk, and then maybe that thing I'm uncertain about is with the devil fruit that maybe Blackbeard is himself a devil fruit, and that is the reason for why he can just absorb that he's very like he's the true form here, the Yama Yama no Mi, because the Yama no Mi is like a black hole, and black hole have no bottoms. That means everything that go into black hole, black holes can never be full. It's never gonna be enough. It can always go in things into the black hole, and black holes even sucks in light and absorb light in the space. So that can also obviously be a reason for that Blackbeard's devil fruit is a mythical devil fruit, but most mythical devil fruit that we haven't seen so far are based on Zoans, like obviously Marco, Kaido, Pegasus, all of them, and Buddha and all this kind of thing are based on mythical, like human Zoan, because humans are animals too, like because like monkeys and humans are related. For example, the orangutan have very similarity to humans and all this kind of thing. So and because Blackbeard's Yama Yama no Mi, Yama is the lord of the underworld in Hindu mythology, and always in Buddhist mythology, Yama. So obviously Yama Yama no Mi, the dark fruit. So obviously because Monkey Luffy have the Nika, the Sun God, mythical Zoan, obviously it's perfect because Monkey Luffy, the Sun God, Blackbeard, the underworld God, Yama, and so that is the thing I probably read wrong, but it sounds like that law means that Blackbeard is some kind of devil fruit, and I don't know. I don't know why it feels strange. Do he mean that he is a humanoid devil fruit, or do he just call him that as an insult? That is the only part in the chapter I don't understand, is that part. What do he really mean with that? Do you mean as an insult? Do he mean because he looks like he's a big fruity guy, and as more like that, or do he mean literally he is a devil fruit? I don't know. Anyways, so I really like the chapter. It was amazing, and yeah, I'm looking forward to do the next review next week. And yeah.